we're at the point. It's kind of the important part of the season. It's the the bit where everything will be decided, and you look at all the aspects of what's happening there. You've got 3 games coming along in 11 days, 2 in the league, 1 in the cup, 3 away fixtures, which can never be easy to look forward to, but also 3 very different artificial surfaces. Does that make the preparations for these business end games more difficult, bearing in mind that you're going to not be playing on the same surface for the first 3 of these games?
No, not really, because all the grass pitches are on different surfaces anyway. So you, as a footballer, have to be adaptive. You should be coached to be adaptive, and you should be coached always to find a way. So whatever surface you go on, whatever weather it is, find a way of performing and getting a result. No excuses. So whatever surface we go on, if it's raining, if it's snowing or whatever, just be better than the team you're playing against on the day at whatever the game's asking you. And that's the way that we always speak about things here. So no, we're just going to attack it, try and find a way of getting a result on it, try and get a way to perform in the way that you need to in order to try and get that result.
The important focus for yourself will be Dundee United going into the game this weekend. This is traditionally the period of the leagues that Hamilton kind of come into their own and go into their survival mode. What are Dundee United going to do to kind of try and better the position that they might find themselves in with Hamilton being in this aggressive bettering mode?
I wouldn't understand why we wouldn't be more aggressive. I would never understand that. I'd never understand when people say they're going to come at you. Why don't you go at them? I've never understood that. So I would expect my team to go out there with more fire, more passion, more aggression, and need to win, not want to win, need to win. That mentality to need to win. And I'm sure that if we go down there expecting that of ourselves, then we'll give ourselves a good chance of getting a result.
And looking forward to the game itself, as I say, no matter when you face Hamilton, it's never ever going to be an easy task. But realistically, it's one of these times where win this game and that could be safety for United, basically.
Exactly. So the prize is there for us. We're fighting for. Go down there, ready to fight for that. A football fighting, and go and get a valuable 3 points. That's what it's all about. But we'll make sure that we have that in our heads right from the start. Because at the end of the day, we're Dundee United, and we will be expected to go down there and perform. So that's what we will go and try and do.
How important is it for this weekend's game to focus fully on the task in hand, going down to Kilmarnock, the importance of getting 3 points and obviously putting it, closer to the security of relegation not being a problem, compared to the distraction that's coming in at late in the season with the delayed Scottish Cup?
Yeah, it's easy, to be honest. We've got through to the next round. Luckily, last week we weren't at our best, but we got through, and that was the main thing. But Hamilton, we've touched on them pretty early at the start of the week how much of a fight they're going to be putting in to try and get points on the board, because they need them pretty quickly, and it's up to us to try and not let them do that. We know it's going to be a scrap. We know it's going to be ugly at times, and they're fighting for their lives. So we know what to expect, and we'll put together a plan on the training pitch that how we're going to go about things to try and get us the 3 points.
Certainly, this is traditionally the point that they kind of come into their own for their survival mode. But really, this is the time when Dundee United have come into a bit of form. They beat Partick Thistle in the Cup, maybe when they weren't at their best, beat Aberdeen the week before. So realistically, it's one of these games it's going to be all guns going.
Yeah, teams do need points on the board. I know Hamilton more than most at the minute, but they're not easy to play against at all, as any team are. They've got good players, they're big, strong, and we know what to expect. We've had tough games against them. The previous games have all been tough. We've all been hardly fought for them. It'll be no different Saturday. at their place on the 4G pitch, and if we're on our job, we know we've got a good chance of winning the game.
I spoke to Micky Mellon earlier on. He made comment about how players these days have to adapt to lots of different circumstances, and one of these is the surfaces that they play on. I don't know about yourself, but basically, how do you find playing on the different surfaces, bearing in mind for the next 3 games you're going to be playing on 3 completely different surfaces?
Yeah, I don't mind it, to be fair. You know, we've all grew up playing on AstroTurfs, 5-a-side. We've all had, you know, spells of training being on AstroTurfs with bad weather, etc. So personally, I don't mind it. They're probably better than some grass pitches at the minute, with how bobbly they are. So I think we just get on with it. We prepare as best as we can. We've got a good facility in the Dundee area where we will get used to the AstroTurf pitch as we have done this week. And you know, it's their home pitch, but it would be the same for both teams on the day. I can say they're more used to it than us. But as I said there, we've all given up plenty of times playing on AstroTurf. You know, it's not a shock to any of us. It's just going to be, you know, another game of football, another 90 minutes.
In these circumstances, having the facilities that are now at Caird Park, is that a great help to you to adjust to these different circumstances?
Yeah, it's ideal. It's ideal playing on the pitch you're going to be playing on the weekend. You know, obviously we've got good grass pitches here at St Andrews, but you know, as a player, you would rather, you know, train is what you're going to play on the weekend, and we've done that this week.